Hello, and welcome to Just Hoops. The New York Knicks got a huge win on Tuesday night to take a 3-2 lead over the Indiana Pacers in the conference semifinals. This was due to the heroics of Jalen Brunson, who has been phenomenal for the Knicks these playoffs, averaging 33.9 points and 7.5 assists. In Game 3 and 4 in Indiana, the Pacer defense really got to Jalen Brunson, leading to 2 Pacers wins. He averaged 22 points, 5.5 assists, 1.5 rebounds, shooting poorly from the field. In Game 5, however, Jalen Brunson had a bounce-back game, scoring 44 points, getting 7 assists, 4 rebounds, and shooting 51.4% from the field. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what Jalen Brunson did differently in Game 5 that helped him and the Knicks get this win. Jalen Brunson did a phenomenal job early to get to his spots and find the rhythm of the game. That was his second shot from the left elbow, being a miss. They get the ball back, get it back out to him. He does a flyby right back to that left elbow and knocks down his first shot of the game. The Knicks ran a lot more off-ball actions for Jalen Brunson this game, throwing pin downs and away screens at him. He gets open here into a high ball screen. He gets Nesmith on his back hip, comes back into him, and gets an and one in the paint. Here we see another example of how they got Jalen Brunson off of the ball. McBride brings the ball up the floor, and Brunson goes to the free throw line and pops out to get open. Now they'll run a double high ball screen, or the Pacers have a miscommunication, and they think they're switching, but then it allows Jalen Brunson to get downhill at a full head of steam and get to the rim. Here, the same thing. Jalen Brunson brings it up a little bit, but then gets it over to McBride, runs down off of Precious Achiuwa's body to get open, and then they run that same double high ball screen with him going to the right. This time McConnell chases over, but he gets the corner and gets down to the rim. This time the same thing, but Brunson brings it up himself to the double high ball screen. Same thing, Nesmith chases over, Brunson gets to his spot, turns around, knocks down a jumper. At this point in the game, Brunson really has it going. I'm going to let you watch this clip, then we're going to break it down frame by frame. Brunson starts off the play by using a high ball screen of Isaiah Hartenstein. He then tries to set up Nesmith to jump over a re-screen to get a wide open lay into the rim. Nesmith plays solid defense, and then Brunson sets up the ball screen again. He uses it, and Isaiah Jackson has a good hedge, allowing Nesmith to get back in front. Now, as you watch here, Brunson hits him with an in and out between the legs, which is an amazing job of using a change of direction, change of pace, getting down at the defender's hip, and getting a wide open floater. This is an amazing example of how smaller guards use change of direction and the momentum of the defender against them. Here's another great example of how Brunson uses change of direction and change of pace to get past the defender and get an open floater. Brunson starts off the play by allowing DiVincenzo to come off the stagger screen, and then goes over and looks like he's starting to set up a ball screen from Isaiah Hartenstein. Here you're going to see him use his first between the legs as a little bit of a hesitation move, kind of like James Harden, to get the defender off balance. And then he's going to change his pace with another between the leg, get lower and level, and get down to the hip of the defender, giving him a little bit of space to get that floater off before the contest of Aaron Nesmith. Here's another great example of how Brunson used change of direction and change of pace in this game with an array of hesitation moves to get an open layup. Let's break it down. Brunson starts off the play by setting up this high ball screen, but Nembhard does a good job of getting back in front. Brunson then hits the snatchback and then starts hitting a between the leg hesitation, in and out hesitation, and then here you see this little hip swivel, forcing Nembhard to jump the other way, opening the lane for Brunson. I love watching the little details in his footwork throughout this game to help him get open. Watch here as he does that jab step into the crossover to get this open three. Let's watch it in slow-mo. This little jab step here into the crossover, Ben Shepherd jumps over, and he walks into an open three-pointer. This is now the third example in the last 7 minutes of the game where Brunson uses hesitation moves, change of direction, and footwork to get his defender to bite to get an open shot. He's in a similar situation as he was in with Nembhard a few minutes ago, uses hesitations and this jab pullback into an open mid-range jumper. He starts off by pulling back after coming off of this ball screen. He then uses slower dribbles to lull the defender asleep. This allows him to get to the left elbow very easily. Then he uses another hesitation and this jab pullback. Nembhard bites, and he gets an easy mid-range jump shot. Now the Knicks try something different with a guard high pick and roll. They have McBride come and set a first ball screen. Brunson sees that Halliburton's going to hard hedge. McBride comes back for a reset ball screen, and Brunson splits the screen and gets a wide open floater down the lane. This is now the third time Brunson takes Nembhard one-on-one this quarter. He's on the left side of the floor again, does a lullaby dribble near half court, and then changes direction and pace, getting lower than the defender, allowing him to get down the lane, does a turnaround jump shot around that left elbow to end the half. The Pacers did a good job to start the third quarter of slowing Brunson down, but he gets going again with his transition three. He then continues it on this play, getting in transition once again, and coming off this ball screen from Isaiah Hartenstein, Naismith gets back in front. He pulls it back out to go one-on-one, gets a little ghost screen, goes downhill, uses momentum against him again, and gets a layup. Just to go over that one more time, he comes off this ghost screen here. Naismith allows him to get down to his right hand. He uses momentum, changes direction and pace, and gets that extra step to get that floater off. Now Brunson comes off a guard-to-guard ball screen, and they see a hard show again. Brunson decides to just body TJ McConnell down the lane and get off a floater in the left side of the lane. Here again is something similar. Brunson gets off the ball, allowing McBride to bring the ball up the floor, gets open off of a Hartenstein pin down, and then takes Naismith one-on-one. He gets a step on Naismith here and bumps into his body, taking him off track and getting an open floater. This leads into the next play, where Brunson starts having fun with Aaron Naismith. He brings the ball down the floor going one-on-one, hits him with a cross snatch. Aaron Naismith falls to the floor, and he gets that same floater, ending in a goaltending. Let's break it down. Brunson sets it all up with a hard attack down to the right into a change of direction, all the way into the snatch back, and that allows him to get a wide open lane into that floater. Now we see one of the best finishes I've seen all playoffs. He gets the ball off of a backdoor off the sideline out of bounds. The help comes from the opposite side. He jumps up from the right block, twists in the air, and throws it off the backboard for an and-one finish. This was one of the most masterful strategic performances I've seen somebody put together all playoffs. Jalen Brunson attacked his spot early, got to that left elbow, knocked down some shots, and got himself going. This continued into the second quarter, where it didn't matter what the Pacers defense threw at him. Jalen Brunson just knocked down shots at his spots. This, in the third quarter, was what got him back into the game after he struggled a little bit early. He got to that left side of the lane and got some floaters instead of those jump shots, and then it continued into the fourth quarter, where he just played with the Pacers defense. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Also, comment on what kind of videos you want to see going forward. Me and Jacob are going to work hard to try to get back on a schedule after our few months of not dropping any videos. So if you guys are ready for that, please subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.